Okay, today I'll be reviewing Pirates Cove by Days of Wonder. The theme, basically you're a pirate's captain sailing the seas for treasures, gold and seeking fame to become the most feared pirate of the high seas. The goal is to gather as many fame points by the end of 12 months, which is 12 turns. You'll get fame by plundering islands, burying treasures, gold and of course winning merciless battles. Cost and value, for me it was $100 Australian, so it was quite expensive, but like most Days of Wonder's productions, the components of the game are quality all the way through, and in my experience so far they make great games. Players 3 to 5, for me it's been best with 4 or 5. I will make mention there are 2-player variants out there. I haven't tried them, but we made our own 2-player variant that we used just to learn the game. But it was the one that we played, which was our own, was no means a great example of what the game can achieve. It's a good multiplayer game. Approximate time you're looking 60 to 90 minutes is on the box, and that seems about right. So how's it played? I'm not going to do my normal brief animated description here because Days of Wonder have already done it. If you go to this web address and click on the animated tutorials, of which there are 2, this will give you more than just a good idea of how the game is played. But for those of you who have come this far, I'll just give you a very short description of how the game goes. Okay, turn order is determined a little differently in this game. Basically what you're going to do is you've got your 6 islands, so you've got island 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Each island's going to give you a different thing. This island here will upgrade your hull if you choose to. You can upgrade your hull. It's also worth a certain amount of gold, treasures, action cards and or fame. And each island's worth a different amount each turn. And yeah, different islands you can upgrade different parts. That's your crew iron, your cannons, your sails. And basically each player's got one of these sheets. And that will determine how your ship is set up. Each group, your sails is your initiative in combat. You can only fire as many crew as you have, fire as many cannons as you have crew, and so forth. And your hull will determine how many treasures you can store on board. So basically, what we're going to do is grab our disc, and I'm going to select to go to the crew island because I want to upgrade my crew and get the 2 fame, 2 gold, 3 treasures there. So I select that, and yellow's going to select the same. So we both move to that island. We're going to have to fight over the treasure now. So basically when you fight, yellow will have initiative because he has sails of 7 and I only have 5 over here. So he rolls, he's got 3 crew and 3 cannons, so he's going to roll 3 dice looking for 5 plus. There you go, he gets 1. So let's say he was aiming at my cannons, I would reduce my cannons by 1. If he scored 3, I would reduce it by 3. When one of those goes off the board, I go to the repair island and he would get given that and a couple of fame for me going, or 1 fame for me going to the repair island. That's the basic overview of how the game is played. My thoughts. Let's face it, the game doesn't pretend to be something it's not. It's clearly too long to be a filler. It uses dice and uses a good amount of luck. If you're expecting a lot of strategy here, you would probably be somewhat disappointed. But again, I knew all this when I purchased it, and it was clear of the game's intentions, and I was after that sort of game in the first place. The components are great, typical Days of Wonder quality, as I said. It's like a toy box. The rulebook is both clear, easy to learn and easy to reference to. I think the people who were hugely disappointed in this game were probably expecting something else. It seems to be a common opinion I found that avoiding battles seems to be the best strategy and more what the game is about. I tend to disagree. That is one strategy, and one that certainly wasn't used in our games. Battles were plenty, and fleeing before combat was rare. Enjoying the game probably depends largely on your group you play with though, so that's going to be something. If you don't have a group that enjoys this game, you may not enjoy it. The group I play with was very aggressive when we were playing this game, and the game played very well. I can see this game being played more, although not being a game consistently requested. One thing I will note, I didn't find the game had a runaway leader problem, but actually at the other end, if you made quite a few mistakes early on, you may stay at the back of the pack for the whole game. Is it okay for kids? Box says ages 8 and up. And yeah, it would be great for kids. It's a simplified naval battle game with lots of decisions to be made. Will you build a fast ship, a ship for collecting treasure, a ship with loads of firepower? What island is best for you to go to this turn? What island will, Joe Blow be choosing so I can smash him up a little bit? The pirate theme is also well suited to kids, obviously. Pirates Cove is welcomed with my other games. I think it'll get played enough to justify its existence. And overall the experience was about a 7 out of 10.